welcome to this week's market call for July 3rd of 2017. Happy July 4th. We've got a short trading week. Markets closed on Tuesday for July 4th, of course. But we have 4 other days of trading, so let's get right into it. We're going to go over the U.S. broad equity market, and then we're going to go over this week's operating plan for the days that the market is open. Question that I get a lot of the time is, what do you think will happen in the S&P 500, or what do you think will happen in the market in general? The answer is, I don't know. The fact is, nobody knows for sure. The only thing that we can do is control risk. One way that we control risk is not being involved in the market when Treasury bills are outperforming the S&P 500 index or the all-world XUSA index. Right now, the all-world XUSA and the S&P 500 are outperforming Treasury bills. This red dotted line down here represents Treasuries, the green the S&P 500, and of course the orange all-world XUSA index. As long as these lines are above Treasuries, we're in good order. Furthermore, we want to look closely and be involved in the one that is outperforming. So for example, the S&P 500 is stronger, we want to be in there. All World XUSA is stronger, we want to be in there. Right now, it's All World XUSA. Are we in a bear market? No, not even close. And frankly, not even worried about it right now, even though we could be at the top of the market, but we're not gonna do anything until we get down below there, as far as that level of control of risk goes. Secondly, we look at the correction risk. What we're looking for in the correction, one of the best signals we can get in an oscillator is an extreme. Right now we're not seeing any extreme, and we're getting a lot of noise. So sideways movement in the market, sideways movement in the oscillators. One of the best signals that we can get that's probably relevant right now is a big move in the breadth when we get a break in price. We haven't seen that yet, and I'll show you an example. Right here, we had an extreme move in breadth. That was a signal to either lower or sideways price action, which we got for, how many months is that? Let's see, 1, 2, about 3 months. On the faster oscillator, we saw an extreme move, not so much in price, but an extreme move in breadth. That was a signal to higher prices ahead. And then of course we did get higher prices until we got a sideways move, but then even higher prices. So right now we're not seeing any of those extremes. If we see a break and we see those extremes, that would be a great signal. But right now we're getting a lot of noise, and even the overbought and oversold signals, even though the market does go flat or sideways, it's not by very much. For the S&P 500, the context of that, we're in a broad bull channel. We're in the middle of the channel. We're above support. We've got major support at 2,400. We've got support that a lot of people are looking at 2,400 level. Next one's 2,350 and 2,325. It was a bear week for the S&P 500, and this is a possible wedge, which is bearish. A wedge is 3 pushes. We've got 1, 2, and finally 3 pushes to the upside. Could be a wedge top, not sure, but we are seeing the beginning of it. So we'll see if that will come to fruition. Right now though, still bullish longer term. Relative strength, small cap is stronger, growth is stronger, and REITs are stronger than commodities. This relationship of growth and value has started to change, and commodities have really picked up lately, or this past week, when it comes to REITs. So what we're looking at is a longer term oscillator, not so much a shorter term. But right now, these are the readings. For our monthly trender, we like preferreds, and then the MSC All World XUSA Index. For the weekly swing, we got Canada, UK, and the Russian trading system. Nothing for the scalps. the price action just isn't showing up for the scalps right now. For the weekly swing, the first one is Canada. You can see we've had a lot of sideways price action in here. We had a nice bull bar this past week, up over 1.5% for the week. And it's just a matter of time before we start to see either these big bull bars or could be the big bear bars. But we are still holding the upward channel, and a break in price is imminent, just a matter of time. So you can see we've just been sideways for so long, and that price action doesn't happen forever. So I would think relatively soon we should see some sort of break in price, but it could go on for a lot longer. So we just don't know, but we are looking for bullish price action. That's what we'd like to see. As far as the UK, neutral week for the UK, this is a buy signal. It's a relatively weak buy signal, but it is an inside bar, and it is a bull bar and a buy signal. So the trigger would be above this, above the price of it. And so what could be happening here is a broad bull channel, or we could be going into a sideways trading range, and of course price could continue to the downside. So we've got lots of room to move around in here as far as where the stop is, and if it did get below here, we would be looking for a second purchase trigger. So that's what happened in RTS. We got our second purchase trigger. We are in a bear channel. All bear channels are bull flags, just like all bull channels are bear flags. We had a weak signal bar the week before last, and we got, or excuse me, a buy signal, and we got a trigger bar right here. So it was a bullish week for the RTS, and we'll see if it can continue to the upside here. We are building a position in the All World XUSA index. Nothing new for the weekly swing, just a lot of bear bars, and if they are signal bars, then are relatively weak. So not a lot of bullish price action in general, and nothing for the weekly scalp. And just real quick review on the All World XUSA index. Still in a tight bull channel. This could be a possible bull flag, and we started to build a position in this one. Anything above here, really, a 50% retracement is bullish. As far as what we'd like to see, a break below there would be bearish price action. And that's it. Y'all have a great short week, and we'll talk to you next time.